Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima Shukla and you're watching us on Entri channel. In this video, we're going to talk about daily current affairs or daily news events which are going to be important for the examination purpose. The video has been designed keeping in mind all the examinations so you can share it as much as possible to all the aspirants. It's going to help them in current affairs and relevant information. Right, so in this video we are going to cover basically 21st and 22nd of October, whichever news events were found to be important ones. Right, so we are going to begin with the first news event of ours, that is the Tamil Nadu government has decided to launch a smart blackboard scheme. Now this scheme is basically to bring about the online education or digital education to schools. So audio visual teaching material is going to be used under this scheme, that is promotion of usage of such devices and methods is going to be promoted. And in this the things which we use as digital classrooms and classes which will be recorded or accessible via pen drives, that is going to be available. Right, so videographed teaching material and using animations and stuff, that is what is going to be used or implemented under this scheme. Apart from that, Tamil Nadu government has decided to reduce the syllabus of for 2020 and 21 by 40% because first of all, online education has been pursued a lot and a lot of things have changed, ups and downs have happened, and that is why the syllabus is also going to be reduced. Right now, digital education, if we go through, India had recently released a report on digital education 2020, and this report was published by Ministry of Education, which was earlier known as Ministry of HRD, Human Resource Development. Right, in this basically the report was about what kind of education is available to children and is it available at homes, like is it accessible from homes via your phones and laptops as well. And in this report there were certain highlights of certain states which were promoting digital education in various formats. So every state has implemented some or the other scheme. So out of those, the highlighted ones were of Rajasthan, which was a smile initiative of Rajasthan. And this initiative, SMILE, stands for Social Media Interface for Learning Management. This is launched in Rajasthan. So they can ask you a direct question from here, that is, that SMILE initiative is of which state government? Yeah, Rajasthan has launched which initiative for digital education? Either ways it can be asked. Next, Project Home Classes has been started by Jammu. Education at your doorstep, which is in local language, which is called Padhai Tohar Dwar, that has been launched by Chhattisgarh state government. Unayan initiative has been launched in Bihar, Kite Victors in Kerala, and Scholars portal has been launched in Meghalaya. Apart from that, Meghalaya has also launched free online courses for all the teachers. Now students are being prioritized, but apart from that, prioritizing teachers has also been done by Meghalaya. Ministry of Education or Ministry of HRD had also launched Mano Darpan initiative. Mano Darpan initiative. This had been launched by the Ministry of HRD or Ministry of Education, and this was basically for psychosocial support to all the teachers, to all the students, to the family members, because in COVID times, students were very tensed about how the things are going to go. Teachers were tensed because how they are going to work. Some of them had lost their jobs and a lot of difficulties were coming through, like going online when they're more to the traditional system. So for that purpose, psychosocial support was launched or extended to all the family members, to the teachers, to the students. Right now, these were the initiatives that we talked about for states, but has the central government also launched it? Yes, central government has launched Diksha platform. Diksha platform for online education, as you can see over here. Then we have Swayam Prabha, which has video lectures, National Digital Library, that also has video lectures, Pathshala Learning on the Go. These are a few initiatives that have been taken by the central government for promoting the online education or digital education. All of these are important. Moving to the next one, a new organ has been discovered in the throat. Now, up till now, this organ was not visible or it had not been detected. It was something which was not even thought about. What is this organ that we are talking about? This organ is a kind of salivary glands which is present in the throat called tubercle salivary glands. Its location, as you can see here, behind the nose, it is over here. And it has been discovered when the scientists were studying about prostate cancer. Right? Who has discovered it? It has been discovered by scientists of Netherlands. Netherlands being Netherlands Cancer Institute, because this discovery came up at the time of study of prostate cancer. Right? If we talk about this new organ, this organ's specifics are, first of all, its length is 1.5 inches. It works as a salivary gland just like we have in our mouths, and it is basically for lubrication to the upper throat. Right? It is placed or located above over a piece of cartilage called torus tubarius, and its main function is to lubricate and moisten the upper throat system. Right? And if we talk about this salivary system and cancer's relation, so salivary system, most of the times whenever the cancer treatments are going on, they try to avoid affecting the salivary glands because it hampers the food process, right? So this is one of those glands which was being ignored after since so long. It helps in swallowing, it helps in mastication, but it was being ignored, and that is why, due to the radiations that were given, salivary glands are hampered. Right. So now after this discovery, which did not happen through MRI, because MRI cannot detect it, it came out through prostate specific membrane antigen imaging. And via this, now after this discovery, they'll have to find new ways to treat cancers which are related or somewhere close to the organ of salivary glands. Right. If we talk about currently how many salivary glands are there, basically if we classify them, we have three classes which are submandibular, and then we have parotid, and the third type is sublingual. We have three types, or we categorize them in three types. Minors are very much, but if we talk about the major salivary glands, there are three: submandibular, parotid, and sublingual. And now which we have over here is tubercle salivary gland, right? Next, first officer in the newly created Guwahati-based Eastern Command of ITBP. Indo-Tibetan Police Force, Board of Police has had created a new Eastern Command, and its headquarters were unveiled recently in Guwahati. And ADG Amrit Mohan Prasad has been posted in Guwahati, or the headquarters over there. Now, what is this rank of ADG? That is Additional Directorate General. Additional Directorate General. Earlier, the heads of the commands were IGs, but now ADG has taken over on this position. Headquarter of Eastern Command are in Guwahati of ITBP. Now, where is this Eastern Command posted? So, Eastern Command looks after the actual line of control of Assam, Sikkim, Arunachal. In these states, this Indo-Tibetan Police Force is posted, and apart from that, it also looks up at the these disturbed or Naxalite areas as well. Right now, Eastern Command of Indian Army, it is going to collaborate with. Now, Eastern Command of ITBP is going to have the collaboration with Eastern Command of Army, which is headquartered in Kolkata. So both of those you must be aware of. Next, Election Commission has announced a panel. This panel is a two-member panel. to revise the expenditure limit for candidates. Expenditure limit, that is how much amount a party or an individual, whoever is contesting the elections, they can spend for their campaigning or any such thing. So before elections, how much amount is the cap amount that they can spend only up to that amount for their promotion. That is the expenditure limit, which is decided by the government. Now, Election Commission has set up a committee which has two members, Harish Kumar, who is a former Director General Investigator, and Election Commission Secretary General Umesh Sinha. Both of them are the members of the panel. Now, recently, Government of India had increased the expenditure limit by 10% for bigger states. And now this decision is being reviewed. How much is the limit exactly? If we talk about that, and now limits, if we talk about, they have been divided into big states and small states, and accordingly, the expenditure limit is 20 lakh rupees for smaller states, and for 28 lakh is for bigger states. So according to states, the expenditure goes. So 20 lakh is the old limit and 28 lakh is also the old limit. Now 10% increase, that means approximately this is going to be 22 lakh and this is going to be approximately 30 lakh. Approximately this is going to be the new limits if this decision is approved by the government. Now, where is it written exactly? First of all, how was it amended? So in 2020 itself, Ministry of Law and Justice had amended the Conduct of Election Rules in 1961. Conduct of Election Rules 1961 were amended, and according to this rule book, there is rule number 90 which puts this upper limit. Right. So you must know that in which year was the rule of conduct of election rules instituted, that is 1960. What is the limit? How much increase has happened? Who has created the increase or suggested the increase? That is ministry. And then we have who has set up the panel, who are the members of the panel, all you must know about. Next, Anemia Bharat Index has been released recently, which was launched by Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare as well as UNICEF. Both of them together launched this index. Now, if we talk about this Anemia Mukt Bharat, this is a project which is under National Health Mission. National Health Mission. Right. As per the index, Haryana has topped it with a score of 46.7, and for the first time it has happened that Haryana has got 93% immunization. Right. Now, if we talk about National Health Mission has certain targets, and this target was supposed to be of 2022, but Haryana has achieved it before it was supposed to be completed. In National Health Mission, we have infant mortality rate, total mortality rate, fertility rate, Kala Azar, malaria, tuberculosis, all these diseases, a lot of diseases have been covered, and they have their target years as well, right? If we talk about anemia, now anemia, how is it caused? First of all, iron nutritional deficiency, blood loss, due to at the time of menstruation there is a lot of blood loss, so that also causes anemia. And then kidney ailments, worm infections, iron is not absorbed by the body due to whatever medical reasons, that is what causes anemia. So to prevent it, folic acid tablets are given, iron tablets are given to children below the age of 5, so that the iron deficiency is not there, nutritional deficiency is not there, and anemia does not occur. Because what happens is, whenever someone is anemic, their body balance decreases, their the capability to do work decreases, there's a lot of weakness, lot of fatigue, shortness of breath, increased heartbeat, paleness or dry skin, irritated mood. These are a few things that are symptoms of anemia, and they can be improved by increasing the iron in the nutritional balance and having a proper diet. And in sometimes, whenever it's due to whatever medical reason that iron is not absorbed, they have blood transfusion as well. How is it detected? Blood tests, RBC, WBC count, complete blood picture, bone marrow exam. These all are the tests which can be conducted to find out about anemia. Okay. Next is National Supercomputing Mission. Third phase has been announced, which is going to be launched soon. And by soon, we mean 2021. So by January 2021, third phase of National Supercomputing Mission is going to start. And what is going to be happening in this third phase is that the assembling and manufacturing of the supercomputer parts is going to happen in India, in the premier institutes of India. That is, whichever good quality institutes which we have, in those institutes itself, the supercomputers manufacturing and assembly is going to happen, so that it promotes Make in India also. Right, so we're going to promote Make in India in the third phase. Now, who has brought up this program or implemented this mission? The Center of Development for Advanced Computing, or CDAC. CDAC is responsible for this mission or looks after this mission. Right now, talking further about phase 1 and phase 2. So under phase 1, supercomputing speed was achieved at 6.6 petaflops, and in phase 2, first of all, 8 more institutions were equipped, and second of all, the speed was increased to 10 petaflops. The speed was increased as well as 8 more institutions were set up to have supercomputing facilities, and this target was for 2021 in April. Right, so 2 phases have already been implemented and third phase is soon to come. Now, a few of you might wonder, what is this petaflop? It is basically used to measure the speed of computers, that is, speed of the computer to process the information. Right, so what does it stand for? It is 1,000 trillion floating point operations. 1,000 trillion floating point operations per second. This is petaflop. 1 petaflop is 1,000 trillion floating points operation per second, and this is a speed. This is a unit used to measure the speed of computer processing. Right. So it can be asked from computer awareness now that what is a petaflop, or if we express it, then how can 1 petaflop be expressed? Second of all, about this mission can be asked. And third of all, how many phases have been implemented or who is going to implement this mission? These all things can be asked, right? Next, State of Global Air Report 2020 SGAR. State of Global Air Report has come out, and this is released by Health Effects Institute and Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation of United States of America. Now, in this, first of all, air pollution accounts to 6.67 million deaths in 2019. Second thing, India has been performing very badly because the highest particulate matter of 2.5 exposure in the world. Next was Nepal, then was Niger, but topmost or highest exposure of particulate matter was in India. Second, it comes in top 10 countries with highest ozone exposure. Third, highest number of infant deaths due to pollution. Next was Nigeria, then Pakistan, then Ethiopia, but India has topped in this. And fourth of all, these are the 5 countries in which India is also included. They have recorded the most modest increase in pollution levels. There are approximately 20 countries which have decreased their pollution levels, but India, Niger, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Japan, these are the countries which have increased their pollution levels, causing harm to the people living in the country or the natives, right? Next, a few one-liners. Supreme Court has announced to examine if educational institutions will come under consumer law. So this decision is soon pending, but all the education institutions, they may come under consumer law. And with consumer law, you have another thing to recall, that is in July, consumer law amendment was passed, or amendment was implemented. Consumer law amendment was applicable from 2020 July, and that was a very important amendment and you need to know about it. So go through that. Next, IIT Kharagpur's COVID app coronavirus diagnostic test has got ICMR certification. And Indian naval ship Kavaratti is to be commissioned in the Indian Navy soon. Now this is going to be commissioned recently. So now with this, what comes to us as an important one is Project 28. This was built under Project 28. So what comes is, what is a Project 28, or what exactly is this? So Project 28 is also called Kamrota class corvettes. It's also called Kamrota class corvettes. And apart from this, we just need to remember the name. All right, next, Future of Jobs Report 2020 was released by World Economic Forum. Now in this, what is important is, first of all, who released it. Second of all, in this report, basically the report was on how COVID-19 has affected the jobs and how much unemployment is going to be there. So just a few statistics for banking purpose, otherwise you just need to know who has released this report and what were the major highlight. That was COVID-19. Due to COVID-19, there's going to be a huge loss of jobs and may continue till 2021. Now, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched CSIR Assured Repurposed Drugs Portal, which is known as Cured. You should know the full form. Full form of Cured is CSIR Assured Repurposed Drugs Portal, which will have details about drugs repurposed by CSIR and clinical trials of all the devices and diagnostics that is happening in India. So this portal is an important one, which was launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and it is going to help people know about the drugs and about the clinical trials going on. Next, Peruvian archaeologists have discovered a 37-meter long cat on famous Nazca lines of Peru. So first question, where is Nazca lines? They are in Peru. Second of all, UNESCO heritage, it is a UNESCO heritage site, so you must know about it because they can ask you question with any format under this question. There have been a lot of animals that have been discovered, so it is important. Now, apart from this, when was it a UNESCO heritage site? That can be asked. It was in 1994 when this site was discovered or declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? Now, with this, we wind up the session of today, and I hope this video was helpful to all of you. For those who want to practice questions on current affairs, you can download our app, Entri app, from Google Play Store. Over there, you can open the segment of or the examination you're preparing for, and then you can go to the daily current affairs segment. Over there, you'll find quizzes which have 10 questions every day for your practice, and they are marked just like an examination with all the negative marking and analysis, and everything is going to be there, right? So do download the app, do like the video, share the video, and do comment on how you like it. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a great day ahead.